Alright, so this is something a bit different. This is DayZ Purge, the newest ARMA 2 DayZ mod that has come out in, well, it's the first one in over a year to come out. It's been out less than a week as far as I know, and so far, it's pretty fucking awesome. The main developer here actually showed me around, showed me some of the features, or kind of explained some of the features, because their admin tools actually don't allow a lot of stuff to be spawned in, really, so, you know, to prevent admin abuse and whatnot, assuming the mod gets, the mod gets popular, and, people actually, you know, play it and stuff and rent their own servers. They don't want people to abuse admins, so, yeah, we just took a drive around the map, and then we basically just kind of got to check out some stuff, mainly like the extra textures that they added in, which is one of the features, the looting system, which is not a complete overhaul because they actually have a couple different ways to loot. There's the aftermath system, and then there is the default loot system, and I know I said there. So yeah, it's definitely pretty cool that they've overhauled a lot of this stuff, and I really liked what I played. So if you want to play something where it's hardcore survival, this is definitely the mod for you. I would extremely advise against playing the default 1.8.3. This runs off of the 1.8.3 patch, so it's got pretty much all the stuff in except for some of the annoying stuff that they took out, and they're really open to community feedback and community suggestions as to what should be in the game. So, or the mod, not the game, the mod. So I'm just gonna edit some of this up and show off some of the main texture thingies that I can, and obviously, like I said, I couldn't really show off a whole lot of features because they're kind of you know, you kind of have to find the stuff in game, and we didn't really have the time to do that, mainly because we just didn't have the time to do that. So yeah, plus there was a lot of stuff that he actually wouldn't tell me because he wanted me to find out on my own. So there's a lot of stuff, guys. So if you really want to play DayZ Mod still, I would highly recommend trying this out. I will put the link in the description. It's really simple to install. You just download the file, put it into your ARMA 2 OA directory, launch it with that expansion, and put the IP to the server in. Boom. And so yeah, here is some of the edited down version. Okay, I guess I probably should have asked you this before. If you would just want to do like a, I guess, a quick explanation of the mod, if you want to go ahead and do that.
Explanation of what? Where
just like
it originated from?
Well, yeah, what's different about it from, say, like the original DayZ mod, or, you know, mods that are popular now?
Okay, the other mods that are popular right now have, in my opinion, ruined DayZ, you know? I don't really want to go into too much detail, but, you know, the other day I was looking, and, you know, you spawn in with gear, and back in 2012, you know, the hardcore DayZ, where people used to move around the map, you know, they used to be in groups and survive, and, you know, you used to see people in Star, and they used to be, you know, friendly, and, you know, kind of that, and that's what I wanted to see. Like, I was actually going to make the mod for ARMA 3, but, you know, we decided to make it for ARMA 2 and actually bring back kind of the roots of DayZ, and kind of do, you know, just bring it back, really, and try to make it a successful mod.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, one of my things, well, yeah, one of my reasons I really stopped playing ARMA 2 as well was because, you know, yeah, the mods really changed the game, and from when I started playing it in 2012 as well, and it was completely different. Exactly, I agree. I couldn't agree more. It's just like almost unenjoyable playing those mods now.
It is, yeah. You know, that for me too. And I was, you know, recently watching some streamers, and you know, they said there was no DayZ mod anymore because, you know, Epoch and all this kind of ruined it. And, you know, I thought, you know, there is DayZ mod still. You know, there is still a bit of DayZ mod left, and I thought, you know, let's just try to bring this back, and that's what I've done here. And, you know, people will be excited to find an M4 in here and things like that. And we've redone, you know, like I said, the weapon system. We have wind systems in and things like that, and it kind of makes it a bit more hardcore for players, but more enjoyable in my opinion. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe some of the things we have in right now are a bit too hard for players, and obviously if the community decides to, you know, they want something else, we can maybe provide that to them. we want to do changes that the community wants, not what we want, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, base building, will, you know, we don't plan to have that in, and I don't think we will have that in. But yeah.
But you do support people, you know, making tents and, you know, making camps out of that with their
Yeah,
groups and whatnot, right?
We, you know, we want more people to make camps like that. So we've put the ghillie rags tents and ghillie stashes and things like that. So the ghillie stashes are a bit you know, a bit more
right.
yeah, high spec. But the ghillie rags don't, you know, increase the size of and slots of the tent, so everyone still has the same advantage with the slots, and people can't just hoard gear. If you want to come up, this is one of the new buildings we have in this. Originated from the camo building, you know, the
right, yeah.
the ones at Northwest Airfield near the fire station. We've redone all the textures and interiors for these. And if you come upstairs, there's a I don't know if you've seen it, but there's the model grenade launcher. You see, all the attachments do have proper models in game. So
okay.
you know they're not just like little bags on the ground, you know. So you got the M230. And this fits obviously the M4s and the SPRs we have in.
Okay, so you got an attachment system, and I really like that because that's something ARMA 2 never had.
System. You know, that's what we kind of wanted to base it on, you know, making it more enjoyable for the players. And I feel that an attachment system is nice. You know, if you go into like a camo building, you know, you have an iron sight gun, you find an attachment, but you do need a toolbox to put it on. So you can't just, you know, go in there and put it on. I guess you're eating right now, right? That's the new eating animations we have in. We have animations when you eat, when you're prone with guns and drinking from ponds and wells. We have animations for too.
Yeah, I really like that.
You know, the medical things, they can spawn bandages and sometimes first aid kits. First aid kits boost your blood by 2k. So, you know,
yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah, you can find them around in certain buildings. The fake barracks, I don't know if you've seen any of them yet, and the you know, the police buildings, the hospitals, and a couple of others.
Yeah, I like that you added those in. I mean, I know a lot of people play solo and whatnot, and they can't get, you know, their friends to blood bag them. I think something like that's a really cool option, and it's not like self blood bagging where you know, it's really overpowered.
And you see the searchable things here. We actually you know, we got the idea from DayZ Aftermath. I don't know if you ever played that before. But yeah, we got the ideas.
Bit, I think. But yeah, I like the idea.
And if you go into the fake barracks, there's like sometimes a little weapon crate you can search, and it could spawn basic guns. So it could spawn maybe one M4 SPR ACOG, an SPR ACOG and a couple of other M4s.
Let's see. So how do you have now? Did you say you're working on getting the not able to third person over the walls in, or is that already in?
That is going to be server-sided, and that will be in soon.
Okay.
But the third person in ponds is already in. That's done mod, client side. But yeah, we can do most things server-sided here.
That's probably good.
So if you go in here,
I do like that you guys have Desert Eagle. I like that you guys have made all these buildings. I like that you retextured the interiors. I think that's really cool.
We thought we'd give the player the max chance of looting and, you know, looking around in buildings and things. So, you know, there's another ammo box. I don't think the weapon boxes are pretty rare to get on here, so you're gonna find them too much.
Tech 9 as a CS:GO player, I have to look at this.
OP needs to be nerfed, but yeah,
it does.
So much more guns you haven't seen yet, and you know, I've only shown you some of the content.
Do you have an estimate of how many more you've added, or do you know?
Added, we have around 75 to 80 new guns spawning, but you know, like I say, most of them are M4s, and we have to kind of spread the loot out, right? So you know, we have most M4s, like I say, in AK spawning barracks, and we've got most attachments spawning in the camo buildings and the fake barracks. Fire stations spawn more AK Cobras and AN94, so they're pretty, you know, we got some iron sights spawning in there and some things. Backpacks can spawn in here, but they're pretty rare. You can get we have 3 new Zetch backpacks in and a Coyote new one we have in. But we're trying to keep it as vanilla as possible with some fun into it, you know. So it's just not like, you know, it's not boring. The new guns, you know, like I said, we have loads in, but most of them are heli crash spawn due to the, you know, the OP of them. And yeah. I'll just drive over to Northeast Airfield and show you some things.
All right.
The key points of the mod is kind of survival and maybe PvP, I guess. You know, I expect people. I'm a PvPer myself, but I don't want to go down south in PvP. You know, and I kind of want to go north and player versus player. But
so is a heli behind us a dynamic crash? Or
is there a heli behind us? I don't have any sound.
Or it's actually right there.
Do you see it? Hold on, let me just turn my sound on. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, should I shoot at it?
Let's chase it. Chase it. It's going down. I think. Hold on. I'm gonna start shooting. Let's chase it. Chase it. If you've seen too, but we've got some new text around too. I don't know if you've seen that. So you know, if the player has a lower resolution, he can still see.
Oh, okay. Huh, that's... Oh, okay, right, yeah.
We're adding in a couple new GPSs, so and a couple new compasses. So, for instance, if the player's playing on very low resolution, he can't see the you know, the compass kind of numbers. I'm gonna fix that for lower end PCs. You know, just.
Well, I know if you change your FOV, like it also makes it super small. Even if you play on 1080p, you can't even read the numbers.
Yeah. You know, we are trying to make it fair for everybody and give people with the lower end PCs advantage. You know, just everyone playing and happy.
Yeah, I like that.
We still want it fun for players. We don't want to add things that was a pain. I don't know if you was here a couple of days ago. There was the stamina system.
I heard about it. I didn't play with it though.
Yeah, that was a pretty bit of pain. But we removed that instantly as soon as we had the server starting having a couple people. You know, I removed it within the hour of people on the server. It was gone.
Found a broken radio. Do you guys plan to do something with? I can fix it.
Yeah. You can fix it with like a hammer and nails right now. Right now we have a system in where if you have a radio, basically you can, if you're near a town where a helicopter crash is spawning, you get notified where the last GPS location was, where it's going down. I don't know if that's something we should keep.
I think that's pretty cool. I think that'll definitely generate a lot of PvP to certain areas. Did you say the AC-130 crashes here and at Northwest spawn loot as well, or?
They do spawn loot, yeah. But they can spawn up to Zech backpacks. They can spawn basic gear. The one at the end of the airfield should spawn some gear if you want to go there now.
Yeah, I'm running over here. Okay, yeah. There's a smoke grenade in here.
Yeah, you find basically, you know, I don't want it to be OP. You can just imagine snipers and things set up, but you know, it's going to be a bit difficult to set up with snipers when they're so rare.
That and the fact that, you know, the dynamic weather.
We've obviously added some high-powered guns in like Lapua. We've added in the Lapuas, but they're so rare, very, very rare. You know, we have PKMs in and things like that. It's so rare.
Oh, you got the blood trail too. That's awesome.
Yeah. The bigger the gunshot, the bigger the wound is. So, the bigger the blood thing is. And obviously, you can access the gear, and I can load you in vehicles and things when you're dead. You can't do it on this. I may crash. My game might crash, but if you want to stand back quickly, I'm gonna show you a new system we have in. Just bear with me. See the vehicle, right? Just making sure you see the vehicle. Okay. Okay. So like here. If you come around the back, you can see this.
Oh my god, I love it. That's awesome.
So get in the front too. Just some vehicles, not all. To get out of it, you can just press Control E. It's a bit buggy right now, but I think I've never seen a mod do this before.
That's awesome. I was really excited when ARMA 3 added in that you can shoot out the back. So I think it's just as awesome. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks again for showing me around. I think there's definitely some really cool stuff that ARMA 2's needed for a long time, especially shooting out the back of the trucks. Like I said, I really like the radio idea. I don't know. I feel like that's just a big PvP kind of event thing. Dynamic heli crashes are cool. Just everything's really neat. I really like it. I'm sure a lot of other people do
Yeah.
too.